here on this field, as we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Going for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, just causing wreckage in the secondary. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third down, he drops to throw. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. This offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Hart. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame's football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running the route, give him an opportunity.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Right back to the well. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Brings up second down.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. Is 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Slides away, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. That is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Thorne. And the ball is picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. The short hands, it's Buck. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And now they've moved into the red zone. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you.
Afterburner's coming. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot, because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down, I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Hills. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Leaves it with the running back. And the ball squirted out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry, you're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Finds a crease at the 20. My, oh my, 41 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 7, LSU 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Might as well give it to him again. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. A statement run in the red zone to the 13.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On the run, it's Russo. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
LSU 0.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Going up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. That's a 20. He's got space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Number 34 in the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by a field goal over Boise State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be... He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Looking for a crease. It's hard. Oh, ball's out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that, flying up, making the big play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Looking downfield, it's Thorne. Coming after him. Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, going to the air. Finds the tight end. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Just ran him over. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you...
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. To the ground with the back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Russo. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1. 3rd down coming up.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, the long pass.
Receiver.
Couldn't hook up.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the... He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Second down after that incompletion. Got his man quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
To the ground. He's got it again.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Thorne. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5. 3rd.
Going for it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. A fair catch called for and made. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the...
Fires one high and deep. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And
that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Iron! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sideline. You're like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. To the air, it's Thorne. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to move it through the air. At the 40, there he goes. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Notre Dame 21, LSU 14.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We've talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. And when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
Looking to buy time. He'll let one go down the right side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete to the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
On second down, looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense...
A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. But a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can, quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, LSU. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Lining up to add another. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Washington State is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to Southern Miss. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And that one will give them the lead.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Out onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. To the air, it's Thorne. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing into second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
They'll ride the hot hand. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds, but how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
With the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Tigers! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And how How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. We better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's cross one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Thorne trying to get to him. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. First down to start the drive after the break. They go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hart. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big up and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Breaks the tackle. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They'll give it to him again. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Scanning the field, it's Thorne. Got his man on the right. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
36.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here come the Irish back on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Can't get him to the ground. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. With jet sweep pass. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard, and even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense gets the job done. Again, you want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They want to throw it. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
First and 10.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got...
He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU! Looking to pass. It's Thorne. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. 42. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run off the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Finds a crease at the 20.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his legs, it's Hart. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Tackle at the 10-yard line. Now, a fourth down.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right. Lets it fly. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up a big play.
These corners going to give them some space. Looking for a man. It's Thorne. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. LSU right back to the line. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. They've moved to the 16. It's first and 10. He wants to throw. Into the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Let's see what they've got on second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He lofts one down the sideline. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.